Right, less is more. The easy guide for a a leaner, healthier, happier you. Um, a ball by ball account of how to do that. Now, we have our little acronym, less is more. LESS. L stands for low carb, high fat diet. E stands for squashing up your eating window, lowering your stress, and more regular sleep. Now, E sort of has an addendum. I'm prepared to put it in there, exercise. But I can see you guys saying, I get it so much in my practice. People come here, they're overweight, they're diabetic, da da da, and the guy says to me, I know I need to exercise more. I know I need to join a gym for me to be healthier and for me to be better. I know I need to run more. I need to, not a mention that I need to put less carbs in my mouth. Not a mention that I'm eating 5, 6, 7 times a day and I've been told to do that and it's all fine and I'm in some death spiral. Um, the emphasis is too much on exercise and too little on the things that really matter. So it's a very contentious topic, I know, and relatively overrated, to be honest. A very good thing I heard the other day was exercise is not a punishment for what you ate. It's more a celebration of what you can do with your body. So that's the role of exercise. It's not a punishment, and it shouldn't be seen as such. And if it really is very difficult for you to see it as, or to not see it as a punishment, and I have to now do this thing, then stay away from it. Rather do the less is more properly, and you will have better results. There's a few reasons for exercise being not really in the top four of this program. One of them, and the most important one, is that one tends to overrate the amount of exercise you've done. You think, well, okay, I ran on a treadmill for 15 minutes today and I walked there and I did that and I did that. Therefore, I deserve to have a massive plate of food. Therefore, I deserve to have a chocolate at the end of it. I deserve to have my protein shake or my smoothie or whatever it is. Now, you tend to overrate the amount of calories you've burnt up, because the most calorie hungry organ in your body is not your muscles, is your viscera, and especially your brain. Your brain takes 20%. 20% of all the usage of energy is your brain and not your muscles. So we relatively overrate the amount of exercise, how much that buys you in lowering your calorie count for the day. Then the type of exercise, very important. If you're going to exercise, and exercise is your thing, it has to be cardio and it has to be weight training, weight resistance training. So you need to build muscle and you need to get your heart rate up, and it needs to be intermittent. So that's the best types of exercise to do. If you can manage to do that, good on you. But it's not the core. Um, Remember that exercise gives you more muscle, and muscle is heavier than fat. So if you really go in for just, I want to lose weight at all cost, it's going to be disheartening, because you're going to build muscle, you're going to lose a little bit of fat, and muscle is heavier than fat, and you're actually going to go up. Your weight's going to go up. Oh, don't want to go there, because you need all the encouragement you can get. So not to mention that it's dangerous running next to the road in the carbon monoxide, and the emotional trauma of joining a gym and everybody's looks better than you and can lift heavier things than you, can run faster than you. The emotional trauma of that, I don't think it's worth it. So I'm here to give you overweight people a break and say that exercise is overrated if it's not really your thing. I'm not saying that you mustn't exercise at all. Exercise has a place. It has a place in the breaking of the cortisol cycle. You must get out. You must do some exercise, but do it within your capabilities. It's no use being a 120 kilogram guy and now suddenly you want to road run on a tar road in the traffic. That's crazy behavior. Don't do that. Do you know what I mean? So within reason, do your exercise. Go out. Use it as a tool to stress relief. That's very important. And to get yourself out, get into the sun a little bit, smell the roses, do your thing. Be with your wife, be with your child. Uh, um, uh, there's nothing better than doing a little bit of exercise with the people you love, even if it's just hiking in the woods. We tend to be so caught up in our little worlds that there's no time for that. There is time for that. You've got to make time for that. Um, uh, so so to road run and to embarrass yourself in a gym, no, don't do it if it's not your thing. What I would say though is the amount of self-discipline it must take for someone who it's not your thing, you've never really exercised, but you've got this thing driving you that you need to exercise to be healthier, you need to exercise to be better, and you do that at all cost. I want to tap into that. Rather rechannel that self-discipline into a low-carb, high-fat diet, into squashing up your eating window and breaking your cortisol cycle every now and again with some exercise within reason. That's a better way to go than to eat what you like, overrate what you've exercised, reward yourself with smoothies and with the classic for me is 3 or 4 bananas, honey, and peanut butter. Huh? What a smoothie! That sounds delish. But that is just crazy. You can't have that many carbs as a bolus. It's a nightmare. You've rubbed out any good things that you did with your exercise. So one must stop overrating those things. And so just use exercise as a tool and not as the be-all and end-all. So we have now concluded the exercise. Next one, we're talking about sleep. So join me there.